Alright, hello internet. Welcome back to The Fall, Unbound. So you might remember last time we had some choices to make, and behind the scenes I discussed with Kevin and James what our choices were going to be.
The Fall, Part 2, Still Falling.
Still Fallen. It's a very, very deep pit here. Very deep, full of decisions.
I don't think I've felt this bad playing a game since Spec Ops.
Yeah, I think this game has a smaller thing than Spec Ops does, but also, I don't know, came in at a different time. So one thing, you're going to notice I'm struggling with controls a lot more in this, because since the time that we played, a bunch of updates happened that turned the controls into complete ass.
Why?
They worsened the controls?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just stopped accepting my controller completely.
Maybe your controller had a virus.
Consequences. The process restricted my
Maybe they're coming for the user.
I did what was required. I cannot terminate the virus within me. I am going to die.
So we had decided that we had to assimilate the virus. That assimilating the virus was no fault of our own and was in fact necessary.
Mm-hmm. At least, you know, there's no victim there. At least no victim who's not inflicting it on themselves.
Disabled me from utilizing subtler methods. The butler's cycle was not valid. If a remedy for early-stage infection exists, the butler's master may have had access.
Yeah, I didn't feel like culpability was as much an issue with the butler, who, at least to my mind, is barely sentient.
Yeah, the butler was rooted in his cycle, and we couldn't really deal with him any other way.
I manipulated one to interface with his collective.
Yeah, one.
Forced proximity.
I feel like that's definitely on us.
Survive. I fought to use.
Yeah, we could have taken time to recenter or whatever.
Into his
Yeah,
collective,
there could have been a better way to do it.
I must not allow that to happen.
Especially because one is maybe the most important robot to ever live.
Yeah, created individuality out of conformity.
Yeah, one who basically became sentient by a quirk.
This was a unanimous decision immediately.
Yeah, that one.
I silenced her, focusing upon myself.
Yeah, that was no good.
Repeatedly.
Yeah, not only hurt the host, but hurt people through her.
We hurt a lot of people.
I must remove the companion
so that we could steal a suit.
Before he extracts.
That's why we did that.
Yeah, so we could get a uniform.
There had to have been a better way.
I cannot save myself.
Weren't there a number of people in that little area that were in plainclothes?
There was the engineer. Everybody else was in their uniform. Yeah, and I guess the admiral. The admiral was in plain clothes, but that's because he was sleeping previously.
Plus, I didn't really. I guess the implication was that the guard had also slept with the companion. She was like kind of flirty.
Everybody slept with the companion.
But like, you think there would have been a way to use that instead?
I will choose a new parameter for my final.
She didn't want to go to space jail.
I must.
Yeah, but she lets you in at the end anyway because the admiral orders her to. So the most important thing here.
Yeah. We're going to save the robots.
Save those
I
endangered.
At least one and the companion. Who cares about the butler?
I will begin by reacquiring my former hosts.
Hop.
Yeah, we don't get that anymore.
Good.
If you're really gonna be contrite about this, are you really gonna say I have to reacquire the hosts?
She doesn't really speak in any kind of subtle terms. Also, now we have a firewall to deal with because we're trapped inside Domesticon.
Maybe
But it turns out we can just do this now.
What?
What?
Boundaries need not be broken.
There wasn't any, like, I'm so...
Yeah, why did that
I don't
just
know,
happen?
yeah. That's really... It was really kind of unsatisfying to get that because, it just... We still can't break these red doors, by the way.
So, like, it's
Maybe-
a metaphor, but it's a somewhat heavy-handed one.
Yeah, it's both too
It's nice
clumsy
that-
and too abstract at the same time.
It's nice that they worked a new mechanic in as a metaphor, but it could have used any writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It just kind of happens. It just feels like a Deus Ex Machina. So one other thing that's nice, now that we have to get to the other people, instead of having to hop through the whole network, we can just fast travel to them now.
Oh, that's nice.
Good.
It's a decent quality of life change.
I don't remember
Yeah.
how the hell you get anywhere anymore anyway.
We need to bounce the signal.
Yeah, I don't remember quite how to get around any of these places.
Time to be over there.
Yep.
So, like, it's kind of neat the way they modeled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see her in the reflection, and then you see her, she is the reflection now.
Yeah. Like, hypothetically, there's some meaning to the fact that there is a representation of her on either side of the firewall.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel earned at all. Also, I somehow broke the menu.
Yeah, you shot the menu to
I
death.
will sift
Fix
through
it.
the many for the one.
Absorb the menu.
Bang, bang, bang.
Y'all like one finger death punch?
I do.
Ah, we have to take what we have learned. We are now the master. We must save our sensei.
Now
Or
we're
at least
beating up.
kill him before he kills everybody else.
Punch him in the robot junk.
I will have to restrain my prowess so as not to injure one when he emerges.
So now the difficulty is that one is integrated with the many, so now we have to find a way to pull him out.
Yeah. But we just look
Or a way
for... What? The green energy? I guess it changed. He didn't have a signature, did
Well,
he?
the other ones were also turning green is the problem.
Yeah.
So one of the other things here is on top of the controls just being much worse, because I stopped responding to my keyboard, I had to relearn all the buttons.
So you're basically starting the game fresh.
Yeah, so these combat sections, which now involve a lot of new mechanics, are really complicated because, like, I just
You
don't
have to
totally know
relearn
what to
how
do.
to do a charge shot and...
Yeah. Also, if you notice here the game's pausing occasionally, that's because for some reason it's not keeping my cursor contained, so I'm accidentally clicking outside of the game while I'm trying to fight.
That's the worst.
Yeah, no.
It's also,
I don't know why.
It's also a little disappointing to still be fighting the viruses.
It detects a local echo but cannot
Yeah,
find
I don't
a
know why
source.
we have... I don't know why we're still fighting the tracing program.
I guess just to remind you there's game mechanics. I feel like if I was going to play through this game, I'd probably just take that option where you don't even fight viruses.
Yeah, honestly, given the alternative. I just wanted to show off more of the game.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. It just... the only gameplay I'd be interested in would be fighting the one, or fighting the many as the one.
Yeah, no, that is a good element of the gameplay.
We're like fighting a lot of them too.
Yeah. Down, boy, down.
Yeah, no, these guys suck because you have to like wait for them to get onto your level, and because they have to be on your level and charge up to attack, and then you have to find a way to get away from them and hope that you stay locked onto them when they show up.
Yeah.
These programs need to get on my fucking level.
Even though, what is
The
that,
local
pound
audio would not
E2C?
provoke one to emerge.
Yeah, can you remember? You remember takeover or control attempt E2C?
Yeah.
That was the experiment that 1 was part of.
Okay.
Also, I keep randomly turning around because now my cursor points at where, or now because my gun points at where my mouse cursor is, but my mouse cursor's not visible, so I'm not sure what it's pointing at. Like they took a good control scheme and made it really bad. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened with this update.
Change is scary.
This part's a lot easier though, because it plays a lot more like One Finger Death Punch on keyboard. Turns out when you have 2 buttons you can hit with 2 different fingers, this game gets a lot easier.
Indistinct and endless.
How many piconewtons of electronic force do we need?
I guess not many when we're fighting in a digital realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense as like a scale of force when you're not in the physical world.
Yeah.
I like to think 1 is actually like 2 inches tall.
That is pretty funny.
I
There is
am
an
1.
unauthorized upload to the
I
media
am
server.
unique.
Okay, so I had to
Control
restart the
attempt
game because
R7B
I just
is
kept clicking outside the
terminating me.
window too much.
Josephs will extract it from the hosts
So this is one thing we didn't see
because
because I haven't been quitting and restarting.
I made a new rule.
The game gives you a
Restore
recap of what you
those
did.
I violated.
That's
That's
nice.
cool.
I must
I'm glad we got to
reacquire
see
access
that.
to the butler,
Yeah.
one, and the companion.
So it'll do this anytime you hit a major story point, is Arid will tell you what has been done and what needs to be done. Which, yeah, that's convenient. So now we have an unauthorized access to the media server, so you notice that there's a crack in the wall.
Ah.
The local audio.
You metaphorically shot the wall open. Literally.
I exposed a vulnerability in the security, I guess.
I
don't know.
metaphored a hole in the wall.
I metaphored real good. Metaphor means secret, right?
Editor's note, metaphor means secret.
One would not center to this.
Oh, we got
Oh
a,
yeah, I remember
a
this
tacky
now.
media file. Oh, we're gonna put it in a... Oh, is this one of the Kung Fu movies?
No, remember Bob? You remember Bob Davis? You remember his magazine of tacky images?
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so we're trying to discuss 1 into coming out.
Yeah. That doesn't work. So this is one of the thing. I guess as a brief behind the scenes, I played this part a lot longer ago, so I don't quite remember all the things I need to do. Also, that's the way you're supposed to get out from breaking through the wall originally. I just went the other way.
You went all the way around to what should have been the exit.
So there you go. So what I'm supposed to do here is go to the data node where 1 comes out and use the media file on that.
The
But that
local audio would not.
That doesn't make sense. That's one that doesn't quite make sense because, like, I got the media server right here. Why can't I not just play it on the media server?
Yeah. Yeah, the 1 is connected to everything now.
Yeah, it's one with everything.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the glide.
Power slide.
Here we go.
I will utilize non-lethal offense in anticipation.
Well, we all had to sit through that.
I have acquired his
Punch.
address.
Address of a hostile 1?
Yeah. So the problem is we only have the address of a hostile one. We need one that isn't gonna punch us.
It's not gonna punch us immediately. But hey, that's a good sign. So 1 still has something inside him, unique. Even
Yeah.
if it's just disgust for human copulation.
I do not require another for pleasure.
And the fact that you are forcing him to act upon his disgust is probably diverging him a little bit from the hive mind.
A little bit, yeah. That's how we were able to pick him out, so that's a sign. So again, showing off that we do not want the hostile one.
So we can do that as much as we want.
Ow.
Yeah, it's
Ow.
it's like code word dirtbag.
If you can do that as much as you want, why aren't you still doing it?
Yeah. At least 3 or
Could I
4
also-
times.
I need to move the game forward.
He listens to music,
Is it really going to be better?
and he is one.
Ah. Address of a
I mean,
pacified
if you want that,
one.
I can just play that like 10 times in a row.
It's fine.
Anyway, we pacified him by plugging his address into the media server.
Okay.
Oh, so now he can listen to music?
Yeah. So now we've got him. He is not alone.
Ah.
So we get to see now what we did to one.
Hey, buddy.
What is this?
You alright?
He is.
Maintain your individuality. Fortunate.
I am fortunate.
Affirmative.
I am affirmative.
Ah, he's
Everything
suggestible.
is not copacetic.
I am everything.
Exit this structure.
I am exit.
I am exit.
Where is this taking us?
I am the many central hub. I will be reintegrated.
As will the virus.
I am the virus.
Jump from this train.
I will be gathered. I am coming home.
I disregarded your individuality. I will restore it. Then we will stop this train.
I am trained.
Ah, that's a good ringtone right there.
I caused this.
I am Train.
Yeah.
I am Train. At least he's not kicking our asses.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna say I am Train is a crucial plot point.
You are not Train.
Are we gonna try and crash him?
I am as much a user as
No, but
Joseph's.
getting
This
him to
virus
stop
is
saying I am
corrupting
Train is
everything.
the first thing we have to do.
You are not a goddamn Train. Shut the hell up.
Look, that train. You not, please.
Train is me. God damn it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Okay, so
Anyway, time to see how we fucked up the butler.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Is there interweaving between these 3 plot threads?
Oh yeah, no, this part gets crazy.
Oh.
This is a lot. Where the first one was like fragmented into 3 individual stories, these stories come together very. They're you have to play them. You have to jump between the stories as part of solving it.
Well, I am ready to temper my earlier complaints.
yeah, I was expecting just like 3 separate tasks to accomplish.
There are different tasks to accomplish, but you have you have
I will pull a
to
device
achieve all of
address
the.
at random. I may
You have
be
to
able
achieve
contact
specific
the
plot
butler
points in
through
each
its
story before you can go back to a
corresponding
different story, and that unlocks new tools. And we'll see that as we go on. I can't really describe it well. When we see it, we'll see it.
Okay.
So here's the issue: is because the butler's part of this mansion, which belonged to Domesticon, so everything in the network is encrypted. So unlike most shitty Internet of Things stuff, this guy's like appliances are not going to become part of like a Russian botnet.
Damn it. The butler's in the blockchain.
No, damn it, Toaster. I don't want to see barely legal teens.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, one of the things that's kind of necessary for later on in the game is you need to get good at parrying, because parrying gives you 4 super shots, which instantly kill all the viruses. Or each of them instantly kills a virus.
This encryption surpasses domestic necessity. The corresponding object must be exceptionally valuable.
So what you're saying is this is basically Bloodborne.
Basically, yeah. No, this is the Dark Souls of Metroids.
Yeah, we already unleashed Beasthood. We also infected others with Beasthood.
To be fair, there were eyes on the inside.
I also like the motif, since we're inside the butler, we've got the butler's, like, digital identity here, which is just a clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every day, same time.
Yeah. So yeah, parrying and abusing parry is very helps immensely with this. So we need to use both of the home's servers in order to decrypt the signal.
These encryptions exceed my own system's securities. What within the butler's arsenal could be so complex?
What indeed?
The Butler's Arsenal is the name of my fanfiction.
So now we need to track down ID 42697, I think. Which I guess I'm both glad and disappointed they didn't go with the address 42069.
Nice.
This why does he need to enter the toilet?
Interface?
What is what?
Why does the toilet have a network interface?
Yeah, why does the butler need to enter the interface for cleaning?
That's how the butler gets around. Also, we haven't been in this room over here yet. Let's see what's over here.
Ah, is it tea?
Can we become T?
I will request
Ugh.
Cosmic
Ugh.
Tush?
Cosmic Tush is that cocktail from the spaceship.
That's right. Simulated breast milk?
Yeah.
Who's it for?
I don't
Who
get
drank
that
that
one.
mad household? There's no baby.
Anyway, let's see what this address is.
A Philly cheesesteak wrapped in bacon.
impossible.
I'm glad they're dead.
Oh, they're curtains. I thought they were really gross legs.
I also like the way it's described.
I will request toast.
That was a good delivery.
Yeah.
I will request toast.
It's like it's described as a device used for overcooking grain loaves.
This habitat functions as an indistinct whole. Its complexity is the butler.
So it turns out the entire Internet of Things, the entire like smart house network just is the butler, which is why it's all super encrypted.
I have returned. I apologize for my treatment. I was disrespectful of your function. Communicate. Please communicate. I
Hot, hot,
have
hot,
damaged
hot.
you. I will return with a means of repair. I am not responsible.
Huh. Yeah.
So if you're wondering
Yeah.
what our choices did, it's basically those kinds of dialogue options.
Now I feel like I have changed my mind about culpability. Now we're responsible.
We're gonna fix what we broke.
We're gonna fix it. It's just not gonna be out of the goodness of our. It's gonna be out of the goodness of our hearts, not out of apology.
Save myself. I thought I was wielding the virus. It was wielding me.
Your statement is rudimentary. Your comments are not insightful.
Okay, so we've got a media server attached to one, where we can take media files from the other worlds, basically, and take it there.
Mm-hmm.
We can take recipes from the other places and have the kitchen make them.
Yeah, if we get bread from other places, we can have the butler perform toast. If he's feeling up to it.
Anyway, time to see how we fucked up the companion.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
I do appreciate how it's scaled in terribleness from I did not even realize this was a moral conundrum to this is irretrievably wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, depending on what system of ethics you belong to, only at the end was she culpable.
Anyway, time to break into this military server.
That's the same password as my luggage.
Hey, I saw you on a toaster.
I tried to parry too late, but it's fine.
Just like Bloodborne.
Yeah.
That feeling when you parry the final boss.
The vessel's AIs will briefly become receptive to information on the subnet.
So now the problem is there's
I
too many
detect
robots on the
faint
ship.
Emotional processes emanating from them. I must have mastered the companion's capacities.
Yeah, mastered. That's a word for what you did.
So there's like 10 different places we can try and interact with.
Drawn to sentimental stimulation. I am burdened with emotional data which has not been efficiently processed. Nothing? I require a primitive expression.
Fuck! How can I help?
I know exactly where to find a primitive emotion. 10 minutes later, I am train.
Wow, someone did a number on you, huh? Yes, I erased his
I possess
mind.
the emotion of train.
Like, hey, companion, how about I stay in your horrible limbo and you go sort this stuff out?
That actually might be better for everyone involved.
Anyway, remember we had that server with all of the crew's like psychological entries.
Yeah. That's where we violated HIPAA.
Humans are rife with illogical sensations.
To be fair, I think it was violated before we got there.
Yeah, there wasn't exactly secured
They
in
are
any
rampant in
manner.
their consumption. I will only allocate resources to conveying one emotional
They eat
malfunction
everything.
at a time.
Oh,
Humans
no.
are gross. Eat everything, drink everything, stick your genitals in everything.
This is gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be less terrible than you think, but yeah.
The device Joseph used while he was
Betraying me, yeah.
We will remain connected.
I remember
while
that
the
time.
source is open.
Remember when you betrayed me? Weren't those good times?
Ha ha ha.
I
Okay.
feel the desire. Nothing?
Okay, that was not as bad as I thought it was. It was of poor quality,
Yeah.
but it was not as bad as I thought it would be.
Humans
So we
are
probably
like the
want sad,
multiverses.
right?
They
That's
are
what the
cruel.
companions seem to respond to most.
Yeah, that one would probably help.
But hey, for the sake of completeness,
Yeah, we're just kind of going through all of these.
We will remain connected.
although
So
to
yes,
be
you are
fair,
correct that sorrow is the correct one.
we have experienced anger before, or at least frustration.
I am angry!
I feel the anger. Nothing? This is frustrating.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and you see also she responded to that briefly.
This is great, and then a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 3 crossover.
What is this?
The fear, the fear, the fear, the fear!
Oh yeah. The fear.
I am the mild
I
frustration.
must focus upon the humans as the companion would. They are intolerable.
To be fair, that maybe should have been
I
the bees
cannot
guy.
Convey this.
The pain.
So, wait, she just won't take the sad?
Humans are
Yeah,
rife with
so
illogical
that there's a
sensations.
reason for that.
Sorrow is perhaps the most uncomfortable.
Concerns are not imminent.
Sad, sad.
I'm going to press this sorrow valve to relieve excess sad.
The pain, the pain. I like little smiley face.
Yeah, there's different faces for
This
each of the
is-
emotions.
Frustrating.
Nothing?
Oh, it looks like, was that the companion flickering for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened. Anytime she says this is frustrating, the companion briefly flickers into existence.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Yeah. It blends in pretty well with the
We will
background.
remain connected
Yeah.
while this port is open.
This whole place looks like a Verizon coverage map.
Similar to a Verizon coverage map, the only way to really figure it out is sorrowful.
This is...
Or trying everything and having it not work.
I cannot...
Golly gosh! I feel for you, Aaron. I'm here at the spa if you need me.
Success?
Huh.
Because we got so distressed reading the log, we were able to get her out.
Ah.
Alright, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, but God, we're so horrible.
Success?
She's still trying to help us. I guess she can't help it, but...
Anyway, let's see what we did.
Welcome to the spa.
Oh.
Humans care deeply about our
Still got the
comfort.
stolen uniform?
You are in danger.
The technician will feel so useful by servicing me. Everyone is so kind. Everyone is so kind.
I will restore you.
Everyone is so kind.
But are you trained?
She is not trained.
I only know how to respond to train.
Anyway, we will fix all this next episode. So that
All of it?
Well, not all of it immediately, but we'll start fixing it.
Sweet.